Hello, I'm sitting here today with Rick Penner, the administrative pastor at Reading Christian Fellowship, and we're here to talk about a lot of things. But first, I want to talk about some new things that have happened in the life of the church, and that is including calling of a new pastor. Are you excited about that?
Is the sky blue? Sometimes in Reading it is. Yes, I am excited about it. You know, this is the culmination of, we've been at this since March of this year, of this past year. And this coming Sunday, the 8th of January, will be our official service of installation. John and Lori Kraft are coming to Reading from Sheridan, Wyoming, where they've been serving a Baptist church for the last 7 years, and we're really looking forward to having them serve here with us as
Sheridan, that's a long ways away. I've been there once.
Yes, it's a little bit away. It's a strong 2 days of driving, and that's strong 2 days. But they did it in 2 days.
They did in 2 days.
And they got here a couple nights ago, through the storms and all the rest.
Well, you mentioned the installation service. What is an installation service?
Yeah. You know, have you ever been to a wedding, Mr. Brown?
Yeah, I was in one too.
Okay. Well, you know, I think we could maybe call it something like a wedding. Now, it doesn't fit entirely, but it is a time of commitment. It's a time of making vows to each other, the pastor to the congregation in turn to the pastor, and everyone together recommitting themselves to serving together in ministry mutually. So maybe that helps if we call it something similar to a wedding. Does that work?
I think so, but we're committing to serve together along with the new leadership of the church.
Yeah, and having a public service like that, I think there's an element where I would call it solemnity. It's a serious commitment. I mean, a pastor uprooted himself in a happy place, a cold place, but a happy place, and where he had served for 7 years, and uprooted himself and starts all over again here in Reading in a church that he really doesn't know all that well, and we don't know him all that well. So it's a serious thing, and I think it's really good for a congregation to be participants in a service that we call a service of installation, to kind of mark the beginning. And of course, then there's maybe even a more important part, and that is just our own commitment to God. Of course, the Lord is the head of the church, and we all together are servants, and we have different roles and different offices. The lead pastor is, of course, a very critical, strategic role, but that isn't to minimize the involvement of everybody in the church, elders, deacons, teachers, and all kinds of volunteer people who serve in myriads and myriads of different ways. So I think it's appropriate to have a service like that we just designate as a formal installation service.
And when is the date again? When is it?
This Sunday, January the 8th, in both of our morning services. We're just going to do it twice, at 9 o'clock and at 11 o'clock.